Welcome back. We're gonna continue with Beneath the Steel Sky.
As soon as Hanu can figure out how to exit the menu.
I figured it out, but, okay. Now we have to actually wait for the robot to come back. He's going to the other room. We can actually see him. He went to the other room to pick up a barrel.
Hey, that's a nice barrel, I assume.
Now I kind of want to put the game speed up a little bit because it's going to take him a while to get back. He's going to put it on that elevator pad and then we're going to write it down. Oh, we better get back into the room.
What'll happen?
Because he got the barrel, he's coming back. Okay, I'm going to try to remember what...
A discarded coffee machine?
Okay, so that's the...
You need it.
Now I know which button to press.
Oh, you needed a coffee machine, didn't you? Didn't you say you didn't get enough coffee in your diet?
I'm having too much coffee, actually, nowadays. Alright, we're in the boiler room. Now we can slow the game down a bit again.
Oh, don't you like just speeding down a pipe that would probably burn your hands?
I didn't think he thought about that.
Especially when it's right next to the furnace.
I'm not putting my hand anywhere near there.
Probably be burning.
Some oven. Wonder what's cooking. That thing's watching me. Good thing I'm naturally photogenic.
Oh, there's Joey.
Hey, what kind of vacuum has a helicopter on it?
Oh, we're gonna ask him about it. Just as soon as he becomes active.
You didn't tell me you could fly.
I didn't know I had it in me.
For the 5 Star Wars fans watching this, you're welcome.
This must be where the scrap gets melted.
Is that why you brought me here?
Don't worry, kid. They'd only take premium quality scrap.
Yep.
That's the kind of thing with these British adventure games, though. So they're much more. They're more readily mean to the characters, or the characters are more readily mean to each other. In my experience.
I've got nothing that would fit. It must need.
Oh.
No buttons, just a thin slot.
It must need a special card, he said, I think.
Yep.
Can you open that door?
I'll give it a try.
It's a pretty handy vacuum. It's got hands and a tail.
It's got that prod. It's probably like multi-purpose.
Ah.
No sudden moves, Overman. Get over to the furnace.
Isn't that a sudden move?
You're Officer Reich, I presume. You've made a mistake. I'm not Overman.
Oh no, someone threw an egg at him.
We can't let him escape.
What the hell is going on? Reich seems pretty cut up about it. But he's given me 2 leads. Overman and Link.
Oh, geez, that was violent.
Yep. These games are...
Joey, wake up, you metal moron!
What happened?
You missed all the action.
Couldn't help it. My anti-stress circuit took over.
It seems security have mistaken me for a guy called Overman.
Okay, someone threw an egg at him and he split in half.
That was a laser bolt.
Barbecued. I'll never eat kebab again.
Yeah, but a laser wouldn't cause a clean.
He was carrying an ID card.
Oh.
The card may be useful.
Well, I guess an energy
and I'll take
disc
his dark glasses, too.
It was the Destructo Disc.
You know, that's actually my favorite Dragon Ball Z move.
I thought your favorite was the extra large Spirit Ball.
No. Oh, God, no.
Yamcha.
The plastic card bears only the security logo. Well, not from where I stand. Unless that isn't text and some kind of...
Kind of looks like a swastika. Actually, it looks like a big S.
That would actually be pretty appropriate, because this is a bit of a dystopic future. The dark glasses are cheap, plastic, and broken.
Okay, the cheap plastic sunglasses work the exact same as those $300 sunglasses. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
So what if they look a little dorky? At least you can afford to pay someone to beat up the people who make fun of you.
Alright. So now we're out of the factory. Time to go exploring.
We're way up in the clouds, Joey. We need to find a way to the ground.
That was such a childish way to say it.
Yeah, Robert's a bit of an interesting... he's kind of a serious character, but then he has those moments where he's just kind of mean or sarcastic or... I don't know, he's a bit of a mishmash of a character.
I know, he's got glasses and shoes. Hey stranger, we're just gonna borrow your robot.
There's no access to his insides. It's a robot welder. Joey would love that shell.
Let's go talk to her then.
Hi, her.
What are you doing?
I'm checking the pipes. They have to be perfect.
That's ridiculous. If they have to be perfect, they should be checked by a robot.
What's that?
He's my mechanoid chum, Joey.
It's cute. Does it do tricks?
Not really. He just follows me around. And gets in my way.
Hey, no icebreaker there. He just walks up and says, "What are you doing?"
How do I get down to ground level?
Take the elevator. Or the big jump if you're desperate.
Has security been in here?
Yeah, they really stirred up. Think they were looking for someone. Look, I'm not supposed to talk to you.
Why not?
Supervisor's orders.
Oh, great.
I'm transferring you, lass.
I wish you wouldn't call me that. My name is Anita.
Don't answer back, woman. Report to the testing room immediately. What are you doing here? Do you know who I am, lad?
I've no idea. I don't work here.
I'm Gilbert Lamb, the supervisor.
Mind if I look around?
I certainly do. Who are you?
Safety inspector.
Outrageous! I've not been notified. Besides, we were inspected last week.
This is a random spot check.
I don't care. Get out!
Ah, we got thrown out. Don't worry, we'll be back.
With weapons.
No, with a wrench. Well, a wrench
Which is
can
a
be
weapon which is a weapon in several Shock games.
Oh.
System Shock, Bioshock,
Oh
Honor
yeah.
Shock.
Oh yeah. Half-Life usually does is usually happy with just a good old crowbar.
Obviously, you've never been hit in the head with a wrench.
No, I can imagine that would probably hurt.
Have you seen that movie Dodgeball? You can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. So he threw wrenches at them.
Well, that's
And
it.
it did hurt.
I haven't actually seen that movie, but sounds interesting. Wait a minute, is that the one with Ben Stiller in it?
I don't know actors' names.
I mean, isn't he like the villain in that movie?
There's 101 uses for a wrench.
So we're gonna use
Yep.
one.
Yeah, but it's the one with Ben Stiller as the villain.
Oh yeah, that's what I thought. I think I've seen like parts of that movie. It's one of those. It's one of those. The movie I've seen parts of, but I've never actually watched from start to finish.
It makes an outdated joke.
About what?
Canadian dollars.
Oh, really?
It's 2004. He's like 50,000 American. Like they were saying, "Oh, we should get Canadian dollars. It'll be easier." It's like, no, 50,000 American would be about 70,000 Canadian. Nowadays, Canadian dollars are actually worth more than ours.
Oh yeah, that's kind of fluctuation.
Inflation.
Yeah, the fluctuation of currencies.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do they still look like Monopoly money?
Well, they're not multicolored, but it's the same presidents and whatnot on them. Oh wait, are you talking about Canadian dollars?
Yeah, Canadian.
Yeah, I don't think they've changed the currency design anytime soon.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because there's that joke in the Weird Al parody of American Idiot, which is called Canadian Idiot, and he has that line about, and you know what else is too funny? Their stupid Monopoly money. Oh, we probably wouldn't have needed the wrench yet. But, wait a minute. It says the crowbar is strong enough to give good leverage. It just says metal bar and was called a rung earlier.
Yeah. Well, its name is Crow, so there you go.
Right. We're gonna stop the production line with a single crowbar.
The metal bar is too thick to push in there.
Oh, it didn't work. So we did have to use the wrench then. Wait a minute. The tool is a standard 30mm wrench.
Good. It's much better than those stupid 29mm wrenches.
That's really put a wrench in the works.
Oh, no. Production stopped. You wouldn't know anything about it, would you?
Me? I'm no technician.
Me neither. Lamb will go crazy. Can't you do anything to help me?
I don't know anything about machinery.
Oh, well. I'll pretend I didn't notice it.
Yeah, that always goes well. Tell your boss you're just inferior at your job, rather than you didn't know what to do.
Look through to another room.
Yeah, there's something in this room over there that I think we need to get.
An Easter egg?
No, it's an actual thing that we need, but oh yeah, I'll just click it. I was looking for an exit key. Well, I think the way this part works is that you get to go in and you pick up a bunch of stuff. Oh.
My mistake. Thought it was the John.
It's the storeroom, for robots only.
Oh.
Lamb doesn't trust humans to go in there, even though there's nothing worth pinching.
I want you to check out the storeroom.
What's the catch?
There's no catch. There could be something useful in there.
Don't count on it.
We can actually follow him through the window, what he's doing in the room.
Look through to another...
Yeah, so what were you saying?
To answer your question, yeah, Canadian dollars really are that colorful.
Yeah, so are they?
Well, I'll show you a picture later.
Yeah. Well, you know, European money, euros are, you know, multicolor, too.
Yeah, all the bills are just green here.
Yeah, I guess that's why they call them greenback.
All the coins are silver normally.
Oh, yeah, but that... real money is made of paper.
Find anything useful in the stores?
No, but there's a fuse box on the wall, connected to the alarm system.
Can you disconnect it?
Sorry, no can do.
Oh, that's a funny thing. You know, back in the day, there used to be a lot of Canadian voice actors in cartoons. I guess there still are. You know how you could usually tell that a voice actor was Canadian?
Now.
They would always say sorry. I noticed that a lot now. Certain cartoon shows that I used to watch as a kid, and now that I watch them, I was wondering for the longest time why some of them say sorry, And then it turns out, oh, they're Canadian, that's why. Oh, by the way, now we're gonna give Joey a new... Oh. Not yet, we need to pick up the wrench first. But I wonder if the machines have been stopped long enough. Because we need the wrench to get that robot body from the welding robot.
Oh, do we now?
The cogs are wrecked. I'll keep this wrench. It's really useful.
Oh, you could just pick it up right away. I didn't realize that. Okay, so now we're gonna give Joey a new body. He was complaining about the old one.
Is it pretty?
I've loosened the robot's shell.
It looks pretty badass.
Looks the same
You
but
want a
bigger.
new shell, Joey?
Do you mean that welder?
That's right. You like it?
I'll say. It's the mutt's nuts.
That's robot for the bee's knees. Ugh.
Excellent.
Is that it? Is that how we do it? Why didn't he just, remove the CPU or whatever?
He would... I think he said that there's no access to its insides. So that's why we had to screw the shell loose.
A loose cable. Now that could be very useful.
If you're trying to snake by him, you probably shouldn't say that out loud.
Fancy doing some welding, Joey?
You bet. I want some action. Who's the victim?
You can't go using your welder on people.
Oh, yeah? Who says?
Asimov's laws of robotics.
That's fiction, Foster. It's just something some guy made up.
It's sound moral sense. Anyway, what I had in mind was that cable.
This sounds like a job for Captain Welder.
Oh. That was a line that they didn't do voice acting for. Or they
Randomly. Come on, Captain Welder and his sidekick Foster Man.
Can you try welding the cable?
Sure.
Yeah, no, he said move out of the way, Foster. And there wasn't a voice clip. There's...
Now I saw.
Yeah, there's one other moment in this game where there's actually no dialogue for some reason.
Hey, Lamb.
Lamb seems a bit distraught, so let's talk to him.
Do you know a guy
that's
called
sad.
Oberman?
Doberman? No, I don't.
What do you do for entertainment around here?
If I'm looking for entertainment, I go home and watch a video.
How
A
do I
video
get
by
down
this
to ground
YouTuber called
level?
Huntoon.
You can't. Security have disabled the elevator.
Is your coat made of real fur?
That's right, real beaver fur. Made from the last 10 beavers in the world. Do you like it?
At least he said beaver and not beaver.
It's totally cool.
And expensive.
He said different than his dialogue.
Yeah, I noticed that. I think what they must have done, because there were two versions of this game, the one with the voice acting and one without. So I'm thinking like they must have redone some of the lines when they did the voiceover, but they didn't change them in-game.
What does
say
your
that in
factory
German?
produce?
Pipes, ducts, and conduits.
Anything important?
What do you think this city is built on?
I like these choices.
Oh man.
Rock and roll?
Don't be daft. I'm talking pipes here. Think of all the things they're used for.
Like sewers, you mean?
Let me tell you something, lad. pipes are the arteries of this mighty erection, the veins through which its life blood pumps. And I am proud to serve the corporation.
I suppose somebody has to be.
Oh,
See you later.
we've completely forgotten that we have Reich's ID card and we haven't used it at all.
Yeah.
We can abuse the terminals and everything in this game. We're basically stealing his identity.
Identity theft is the hardest crime to fight.
Alright, there's his personal information. Link status 5. Recent transactions. There's a newspaper, the Gazetteer. Or however you're supposed to pronounce that. Oh, and Union City News. Security service.
Gazetteer, let's fly. There you go.
Access denied.
Well, how dare you? See if I go to your next birthday party.
Oh, I was talking about what was going in the game. Yeah. I guess we can't do anything with this one yet. Okay, we need to get into the security building. That's what I remember we have to do. We need to talk to that lady, Anita, again, because she's gonna help us hack the elevator, get down.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, slow.
What do you think of the opening animation? Oh, I forgot about this.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, we had to tell Joey to, like, disable the security system. That's the whole point of this part. So I was asking, what do you think about the opening?
Go and disable the fuse box in the stores.
I could melt through it with my welder.
Wouldn't that be dangerous?
Very, but I'm feeling reckless. And welding is fun.
Take care, Joey.
Nice that we're talking about that while the guy's standing right over there. So, what did you think of the opening?
What opening?
The opening to the game.
Oh, that
Look
was last
through to
week,
another
man.
room.
It was interesting.
Yeah, it was like some real big shot comic book artist that they got for this game. I think he
Looked
did.
like comic book.
Yeah, it was I guess one of the guys who does Judge Dredd, or the comic that he stars in. It's not actually called Judge Dredd, but it's called something else.
Oh, how dreadful.
Have you ever seen the Judge Dredd movie?
No, but I've heard that name 100 times.
It's a heavy metal flap.
Yeah. Also, the line, by the way, when you were talking about the guy, he said that one line of dialogue differently. It was well smart, and what did he say? Totally awesome or something.
Totally. I don't know. You need some putty?
Yeah. I think that's because that it's well smart is a very British thing to say, and I think, you know, his voice actor is very clearly American. So I think that was a conflict, the voice.
See the American Dragon?
What?
It's an old TV show.
I think I've seen that one. I was just wondering how the heck does that relate to anything?
So he's very much American, and you can't get much more American than the American Dragon.
Don't move. I have to search you.
Do I have to strip off?
Definitely not. There's a limit to how far I'm going to look.
Hey, that tickles.
Open up that coat. Why are you carrying that crowbar?
It's got sentimental value. My mother gave it to me.
Is that a wrench?
I carry it for luck.
You're a walking toolbox. Blimey. Smart shades.
You can have them if you like.
Really? Oh, I could fix them with sticky tape. Is that a can of lubricant?
Yes. One squirt is just the job. I'd never be without a can of lubricant.
You are now, 'cause that can is mine. You nicked that key, didn't you? Thank you for your cooperation.
So,
By the way, that sweater you're wearing.
Don't lap at my sweater.
I'm not. I think it's brilliant. Will you swap it for my clipboard?
Not in a million years.
we'll see what that sweater was, by the way, a little later in the game when he takes the jacket off, but we won't see it for a while now.
Why did the subtitle say jumper?
I guess because that's sweater and jumper mean the same thing, but in Britain they say jumper rather than sweater.
Well, what did they say for pepper?
Pepper.
Oh, you managed to get the putty.
Yeah, that putty was the only thing he didn't take from us. That's what I was about to point out, but you beat me to it.
Oh, so
Oh, now I remember. Putty-like substance is soft and plastic. Oh yeah, because we gotta go. Now I remember. Now I remember how we get the... Wait a minute. I remember another puzzle that we have to do, but I don't remember what it relates to, really.
Okay.
I think no. It's to get the elevator working again. Yeah, that's it. There's this one edge of the factory that we gotta go and solve a puzzle now. But we're almost out of time again, so let's just walk to the screen over here.
So were you supposed to take those other things, just have them taken away?
Yeah, that the whole part is set up like that, and we're never getting that stuff back, and we would have never used them in the game either. But that's kind of a mean thing for the developers to do, but that's what you get sometimes.
And if you didn't take them and only took the putty?
Yeah, because he didn't think the putty was important. It was under the grate. Remember that grate we flipped over to get to the lubricant and the key?
Oh, okay.
Okay, but that does it for this time, and see you in part 3.
Bye-bye!